I'm Mirella.
Hello, I'm Zoe. Welcome to the Critical Obsession podcast.
Our latest obsession has been a TBL called Dangerous Romance. The episodes are free to watch on YouTube. There will be spoilers, so you should definitely go and watch the series before listening to us fangirl about it.
A little disclaimer: this will contain our personal opinions, random thoughts, and theories. There will be cursing, and also be aware that some of the topics may be adult in nature, and alcohol may be involved.
Our laughter will be painful to listen to, but bear with us. We just watched the latest episode of Dangerous Romance and we want to talk about it.
If you're still here after all this, join us on our downward spiral into our obsessions. No. So, okay.
What
Episode.
a fucking mess.
I was gonna just be like episode 6, 1 of 4. I know, right? I'm just like, oh, Jesus. Uh, okay. I mean, like the bit where she's just like, "You're one of my best friends." I'm like, ouch. I mean, even though like we know that he's like confused and everything, that's still like super ouch. I was super surprised but to see Salom just like calmly tutoring him, and I was just like, wow. And then I'm like, but I thought about it and I'm thinking, well, he is that is what he's like. Like he's going
Yeah,
to
it's
do his
very
job.
him.
You know
It's
what I mean?
him. It's him hiding
Yeah.
his emotions and being calm and pretending like everything is okay while actually being super hurt and scared and everything. And that's
Yeah.
super him. Just
Yeah.
going that he likes him.
Yeah.
The way he's so devoted and kind, of course, he's going to continue helping him and be there for him and try to make him his dreams come true. I mean,
Well, but not even
yeah,
that. Like, if we go back to that whole part of the whole thing of his life being transactional, like when you get down to it, he's probably rationalized with himself that he's there to do a job, and so now
yeah.
he's just doing his job,
And
and it's
plus, Kanye
just like,
did a lot for him, even if he likes someone else. Like he did a lot for him. He helped him, so he is grateful. He sees this like I guess it's a friendship,
yeah,
so I'm gonna be there for you. But
I'm
when they
just,
show the flashback to him walking away from that locker thing, I was like, "Don't do this to me! Like, why? Do not show me this. I don't want to see it again. No."
I mean, it does look like they're going with the she does like it, really like him storyline, but they didn't. Once again, they still didn't give us any thing to back that up. They just gave us her words. And her what she said could literally be like what happened to Kang.
Exactly. It's like she saw what's happening to Ken. Like there's still a chance that she is actually messing. And the way she's looking at the whole thing, unveiling, I mean, how
Yeah.
everything just, keeps
Well, even
going.
even
Oh my
yeah.
god, no.
Well, I mean, there's definitely bits of it like when he sort of offers Salom to her, and she's just like, um, he's a person. You can't just like hand him to me. I mean, that's totally rich boy reasoning there. The funny thing is though, like if actually somebody wanted to take him, and we've seen it with like the creepy old dude and what's going to happen in later on and everything, like he literally like would lose his mind and freak the fuck out. But because he's sort of in shock with like what happened and everything, he's just like not really thinking. He's gone back to his old rich boy mindset. But yeah, like when she's just
Yeah.
like, she was just like, you can't do that. And then even when she was teaching Salom the chilling stuff and all that, how she's like, oh, now you can teach it to him. It's just like, okay. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like there's still a chance. There's still a chance. I still can I can still see it going the way I thought it would.
yeah.
And
It's
I like how even though Salam, I mean, Kang right now is angry and confused and hurt, like he still had this flashback of Salam, like just like she said, like seeing Salam makes her inspires her to try more to go for her dreams. And when he was proposed to play, like he had a flashback of Salam, and that's what inspired him to try.
yeah. But
That was
the
nice.
Yeah, and I think the thing is as well, like there's some interesting stuff in there. Um and also like maybe this is a dream he hasn't thought of before, playing soccer, you know what I mean? And it didn't occur to him that maybe this isn't just something he really likes to do or whatever. It's like it could be something that, you know what I mean, even though it's kind of like a bit crazy or a bit like of a pipe dream or whatever. It's he's in the position. I mean, realistically, he's not because of the expectations of, taking over his father's company and all that stuff. But he is in that position to where, like, if he wanted to just fuck around and see if he could become a professional soccer player, he could afford to do that. But like someone like Selom couldn't because, like he has to survive. But in the beginning, in that they're both like trying to do the right thing, which I thought was kind of funny. Even though Kang goes about it the wrong way when he's like, "I'll give him to you," sort of thing. Like he's not like he went back and just sort of had a go at Salom, because she
Yeah,
likes him. So like old him would have been
would
like,
have
"It's
that.
all your
Yeah.
fault," sort of thing. Yeah, and instead
Well, he
he's like,
kind of, yeah, he kind of did that, but
not
like he had other reasons than he actually thought was happening in his head.
Yeah, yeah, like, but that happens
Yes,
after,
I
like,
was, yeah,
initially, he's like, I'll give him to you because it's super, like, I can't, you know what I mean? And then Salom's, like, doing the same thing. He's like, "Oh, well, I can't have you, I'd rather you were
yeah.
happy," and
I was,
everything.
I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, what a mess, what a mess, what
Well,
a
do you
mess.
know what really sort of was upsetting me is that they're lying to each other now
Yeah.
because they're
Well,
like,
let's see. Let's see what happens next. I want to see what happens next.
yeah. Oh, hang on. I was going to say a couple of things. So Pimfar
Oh,
saving the teacher. We got a hint of the girl love again with that.
they're
But
so cute.
yeah, and Kang just looks so uncomfortable, like trying to avoid Pimfar now at this point. Like he's just the way he's
Did you
just like,
see? Did you see at the beginning when they show us a flashback to the scene from the lockers? He almost cried, like his eye turned up. Oh, he was tearing up. Did you notice?
uh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
His eyes were red.
yeah. And then like him taking his frustration out in sports, like he's such a guy.
Yeah.
um,
Hmm.
but yeah, like, and then like Salom learning the cheerleading just so he can teach Kang. Like it's just, like they're
That's a lot.
anyway. And then of course, now Kang is being a dick. Like they're both
Course.
hopeless.
Of course. Of
Um,
course. Of course.
I was really shocked though that he actually told him that Pimfar likes him. Like I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to kind of be a dick to him at some point, but I wasn't expecting him to like outright tell him that that was what, like, you know. And then he left him there and it was raining. Did you notice that
Was it
when
raining?
yeah, it was raining. So
Oh,
yeah, it
okay.
was raining in the background. So I was just like, I wonder if that's going to be something significant because rain has besides the whole like windmill motif thing that we're getting, rain has been a big part
Oh my
of
God,
this as well.
what if somehow like he goes home and in the rain and that's he gets sick or something? Let's see. Let's watch the next episode because I
Okay,
so we just go.
we'll
Okay.
come back for part two.
I'm
Oh my
shaking.
god.
I'm
I yeah,
shaking.
I was not expect part two or four. I
Oh,
was not expecting him to confess at all.
me neither.
Oh my god. Okay, and so I
Okay, I
have
was wrong about Pinfa.
yeah, I oh my god, and I think they did it really, really well because I actually felt so fucking sorry for her. Um,
Me too.
yeah, she also is a very good actress. I think they
She's
um
good.
yeah, Pierre, he did
She's
a
she's
brilliant job pulling this cast together. Like
she's
really,
pulling it off really well. Like
yeah,
even though like with the way she is,
yeah,
even though she did not really show that she had any feelings, the way she's playing it,
yeah.
she's pulling it off.
And you know what? Mad respect for her too because she's not like as I said, they're not doing the GMM girl thing with her, which is it's because it's payoff. That's why it's because he is playing it like in a realistic way. She's a nice person. Like I could go back. Let's go back to the beginning. So the second couple, cuteness with the like he has to be on the team and they have to work together. That's just cuteness happening there. So, but like when she sort of was asking Salom to take Kang's place and everything, he was so polite in his refusal. Like he just doesn't want
They're
to hurt
both
her feelings.
they're both so polite and
Yeah.
attentive towards each
Well, they
other.
yeah.
And
Well, because like like he doesn't want to hurt her feelings or anything, but like he's also not going to lie to her, which I really respected. But I it's really funny because I was writing notes like while I was watching it. I'm like, I think she might like him for sure, but I feel like she knows he likes Kang. Like I
Yeah,
seriously
yeah,
think
yeah.
she
Mm-hmm,
definitely
mm-hmm.
knows.
She knows.
And like the way, just like the way she sort of talks to him about it. And then I literally wrote, oh, I feel sorry for her.
You know, the
um,
framing up until now really did not tell that she liked him.
no, but we are seeing it in hindsight. Do you know what I mean? Like because she's she did that. She's done that thing that fits her personality from what we know of her personality, where, as I said, she didn't make a big deal out of it. She just sort of accepted it.
No,
And
her as a character, it does make sense. Okay, the way she is, it does make sense. But I mean, the framing, the way it was filmed,
oh yeah,
it's
I know.
like
But then what?
it
Yeah,
was
I
really
agree.
misleading.
Yeah,
The way they
but
filmed it, the way they framed it.
yeah, but then of course, as I said, but the way they're doing it now, you actually get you're seeing that. Yeah, oh, hang on, yes, she really does. And then of course we've got the teacher seeing the whole thing,
Yeah.
so we've got that happening again. And oh, I'm watching. I'm like my heart was breaking a little bit as well when like Salon was waiting for Kang to come home because Kang is just avoiding everybody now. He's just
He's
like I'm
angry
just
with
gonna avoid
everyone.
yeah, yeah, bringing back my what do you call it, my thing that I said in the last one. Yeah, rain, clearly it's a thing. It'll be interesting to see if that happens in the future as well, whenever there's any conflict or anything, if the rain comes into it. um
You know, he was wearing that umbrella, and I mean, he was holding that umbrella, and suddenly it's on the floor, and he's in rain, and he's not protected, and he's getting hurt, and he's getting um
yeah.
ill,
Mm.
and
Well, it's like
he probably leave the house, and oh,
yeah, well that looks like where it's leading up to, because it's like, and but like it what I did, what I thought they did also really really well here is, um okay, so we've got Kang running to check on her when she gets hurt and everything. That whole conversation where he says to her, "Does it hurt?" and she's talking about like how she knew it might when she fell, but like she didn't realize how much, like how painful it was going to be. And the way they just like look at each other, like he completely understands what she's talking about.
hmm hmm.
About falling for Salom and being
I mean,
painful and stuff.
no one talks like that like that about falling. Come on.
No, but you know what I mean? Like in just the way, and like him totally understanding, like the way. And then I was just like, oh, it's raining again, and like literally them fighting in the rain, like for real. But and the flashbacks of them in the pool, and like and the parallels from when they were kids and stuff like that, where rain was a not a negative thing, but like also kind of a positive thing, and now we're seeing it in such a negative way. But like the way he's like being mad because he's like, well, like why can't you like it? Like I don't understand. So what we see there from Kang is that he really does care about her as a friend. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he's frustrated by that because he totally just doesn't get why he's so angry, and but also like advocating for her as well. Which, I mean, realistically, if he really did like her, if you're someone who was a healthy person and you weren't a totally selfish person, if you really like somebody and they like somebody else, then you do sort of try and help them to get to that person if you can. So he's
That's
actually
what
showing like
they
which
all
person.
did.
Sorry.
They did in this episode, Salom and Kang, basically.
Yeah, they're both self-sacrificing for one another. Um,
That's the
and
way
it's
Perth
just,
played Kang's face at the end of the scene. In the
oh
end,
my god,
oh my
he's
God, he's
brilliant.
so good. It was
I
so
know, like
wow.
I was just like, when he says, like, I just don't like her, sort of thing, and then I'm thinking, no, there's no way he's going to confess. Like,
Yes.
that's not, because I was expecting from the trailer that we got initially, at the end of last episode, I thought the bit that they show you in the bathroom or toilet, whatever it is going to be Kang getting to that moment where he's like, it's because I like you, sort of thing.
Confessing, yeah.
I was not expecting it from Salom, but it makes sense because Salom is it like I don't feel like he would have done it with anybody else, but because
Maybe
they
the
are
fact that
honest with
she
each other.
basically confessed to him made, I don't know, gave him courage as well, because
I think so, yeah.
And at this point, what else can he do? What else can he do? Like,
Well,
there's no.
Kang sort of
The
pushes
only
him.
thing that he can do is basically say this, because what else? Will he just hide this and try to be friends with him and stay in his house and try
Yeah, but it's
to be a tutor? I mean, no, that's not gonna work. This is the only thing that he could have done, basically. I mean, the other thing is that he could have just left, but I
yeah,
think maybe he feels he needs closure. Maybe at this point he feels he's the only one who has feelings, and that's how he wants to end this, with courage and dignity,
yeah.
and
I
being
also think,
not being sorry for not saying it. You
yeah,
mostly feel sorry for not saying it and not
yeah.
regret.
You regret the things you don't do, not the things you do
Yes, exactly.
necessarily.
So
But
yeah.
yeah, you know how I said to you, uh, in the past we had a conversation, and I said to you about how Kang is like almost always truthful with
Mhm.
Salom, and like if he asks him a question, he tells him the answer. Well,
Yeah,
essentially, that is exactly what Salom does to Kang here. Like Kang says to him, like, "Why can't you like her? Like, what's stopping you from,
this is the first
accepting
time
her?"
when he does that, actually, but I feel
Yeah,
he only does that because he knows he's gonna have to leave. Like, this is
yeah,
the last thing he says before closing the door.
yeah. Will be interesting to see, like, whether it's a conscious thing or him getting sick gives him the opportunity to like have a timeout. Do you know what I mean? So
Let's see.
I guess we'll find out in part three. Hello.
Hey.
I'm like so scared for part four because like so far this episode's been really good.
All good, but the fact that I felt like they misled me with the pinfall thing. And oh my god, stop with the flashbacks. It's enough. I remember everything. I watched it multiple times. Stop it, please.
Or at least give us like flashbacks of scenes they didn't show us. Do you know what I mean? Because like I feel like with shows, there's a missed opportunity with that because let's face it, we can't see everything that happens in the time that they're together. They just show us like
Mhm.
little snapshots. So like you could totally show us shit that we didn't, like in a line with like what we know we've seen, so it makes sense, but like not exact copies of what we've already seen. But yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, but yeah, okay. So we start out part 3 or 4 with Kang not being able to sleep and him going
What was he
to.
like? What was he going to do? What was he going to say?
I
I feel
know,
like he
right?
didn't
Like,
know himself. And
yeah,
see,
like
he never a door that is close to him is like means nothing. He's going to go inside. He's going if it's a door that separates him from Salom, he's going to get inside no matter what.
yeah. Well, it's like he does the same thing like in when he goes to his house as well. And I was thinking that as well. I was thinking the exact same thought that you had, and it could also just be that he is entitled, like he's not used to having doors closed to him, like metaphorically speaking. However, I definitely think it's more exactly what you said, but it's just like, yeah, because when he was inside the house as well, he's just like moving around like he has a right to be there. He has a right to be the one that's taking care of him or whatever. um
Well, I do understand that, of course, okay, now that he knows Salom likes him, like, you kind of do feel entitled while someone says they like you, that you can take care of them or you can do something for them, right? But
yeah.
he used to do this even before that.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
not
Oh,
new, it's not unexpected at all. It's not like now he knows and suddenly something changed. No,
no, no.
no, no, it's
Oh no,
a
I didn't mean it
continuation
like
of
that. I
the
just
way
mean,
he. No, no,
yeah,
no, I'm not saying you didn't mean. I just
in
continuing on the
general,
same thought.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's funny too because, like, I feel like, and then of course we had him coming out, and Grandma's there, and I'm just like, and Grandma's like, "Is there anything I can do?" I'm like, "Grandma knows." I'm like, she's so lovely. I really hope that she stays lovely because I really am finding her very sweet. But yeah, Salom running home. I loved his brother in this scene where he's just like, "Did you fight with him? Are you faking being sick?" And I love how he's like,
Yes.
I don't feel great. I might have caught a cold. Like he's like not really sure if he's faking it himself.
And
And
also, of course, I was expecting a scene like this where his friends shove him away. Like he visibly tries to do something for Saloma. He is being shoved away because, of
Yeah.
course, there needs to be a moment when he sets things right with his friends, with Saloma's friends.
Yeah,
He
well,
will not just be accepted like this into his world.
no, but it goes back to like what I was saying in that, they have this like insulated world between the two of them when no one else is around, and the way they like, no, it's not like Salom is telling his friends about this. He's not telling his friends he has feelings for Kang, or how sweet Kang is to him, and like he's not sharing that information. So all they have is the information that they know, and they don't trust him, so like, but I really did love that scene though, because obviously, um, by Salon being like, don't worry about it, we don't have to work together, I'll take care of it, sort of thing.
Oh
And
yeah,
straight away, his first instinct is to protest that. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, if you think about the kind of person, or his personality in the very beginning of the series, if he had confessed to him back then, like it probably would have been met with violence, and
but
in
yeah, but in this scene they both do something that's not natural to them. Salom suggesting he will just do the homework or whatever for Kang,
yeah.
and Kang not accepting that. They both change and like.
Yeah, well, that's right. Like his first instinct is to like protest that, like Kang, which, as you said, is completely against his previous thing. And then as soon as he touches him and realizes that he's not well, it switches
Not sure.
instantly from sort of like, not he wasn't it wasn't like he was angry with him, but obviously, he wanted to have a conversation about the fact that, no, they were going to do it together or whatever. And but it's like, it like instantly switches to concern. But the other thing I wanted to say about this moment in particular that really got me was the first half of the episode. We have Kang actively trying to avoid Pimfar, who he supposedly really likes, and also Salom, because he doesn't want to be around,
Mhm,
potentially
mhm.
the person he does like, who maybe likes someone else, who likes someone else, whatever, blah blah blah, right? And so what we do have is, in this point in time, he knows that Salom likes him, but he's actively seeking him out. The first time in the middle of the night,
Yes, yes.
and then here at school in front of everybody again as well. And so, yeah, when it's so funny, how we were watching the trailer and that we were trying to work out where Pimfar was in that scene, and she's like literally sitting right where Salom like collapses. When I saw that, I totally laughed. I was just like, "Wow, okay, we were really blind." Um,
So already decided that he's going to have to disappear from Kang's life. And Kang, obviously, even though I don't think he really accepted his feelings or realized his feelings, what he knows probably is that he doesn't want this to mean that he cannot see Salom anymore. Like this is not what he wants at all. Like
no,
he's trying to keep this connection,
yeah, well,
but Salom
clearly,
just cuts the ties.
yeah. I'm kind of like, I
Tries
feel
to.
like we're not gonna actually know for sure whether Salon would have gone for good. I feel like he needed time, and I feel like he would have probably assumed that Kang wouldn't have wanted to see him anymore, and then he probably
Exactly.
would
Yeah,
have
that's
ended
what
up
he
getting,
assumed.
yeah, he ended up getting like fired or whatever. But I
Yes,
don't,
he assumed Kang. Him saying that to Kang would mean losing Kang.
yeah. So, it's, yeah, and of course, like, we of course we get this thing of like, um Kang, being so concerned. And when the friends, like I said, when the friends sort of deny his concern, and he's standing in, once again, brilliant acting from Perth. He's like barely restrained. Like, you see his body sort of like vibrating, almost like shaking, but not quite. Like, it's not at that level, but you can see, like the physicality of his acting is just really, really well done there. Um,
So, do you agree that this episode is basically mainly Kang's? Remember, I said how I feel like they alternate, and this is Kang's episode mainly.
it is,
What do you?
yeah. You're correct. Yeah, I think we could probably safely say that that seems to be what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then of course him looking for Selom, and going straight there. Like, do you know what I mean? And just,
And being,
it's,
yeah, like that, like, aren't you going to let me in? Like, just let me in, Like, he's not
yeah,
even trying to be polite or anything. Like, I'm
no,
here, you're gonna let me in. I'm
that's
gonna go
right.
inside.
it's
I will talk to you. You will not shut me out.
That's right, and it's the complete opposite. As I said, like he spent the first half of the episode like avoiding, this other sort of person who was meant to have feelings for or whatever, and he's doing the exact opposite to Salom, who he knows has feelings for him. But yeah, it's just that entitlement of like once again, like just trying the door and going in because he has a right,
And
without
then
any hesitation.
he was so upset that the friend showed up and he not cannot take care of Salam anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, so
yeah,
jealous, like for real, yeah.
yes.
And the other thing that gets me as well, and I think is once again really, really well done, is they have this thing that we've talked about a bunch of times where they are so comfortable in each other's orbit, and this like their physical touch and everything is just like unconscious and without thought and without any like sort of limitation. And in
Mhm.
these scenes in particular, and also in the scene where he touches him to sort of stop him in the classroom, and that Kang is overly, not overly, but he's very much initiating a lot of physical activity, physical contact with yeah, he actually is initiating a lot of physical contact between the two of them. And normally in that situation, if you were a guy and you were confessed to by another guy, sorry, I'm losing my voice, and you didn't feel that way, you're uncomfortable with the confession or whatever, like the last thing you would be doing would be having any physical contact. And that actually goes probably with anybody. You would feel a little bit uncomfortable just being casual
Maybe
in
also going into their room uninvited.
oh yeah, or their house, like pretty much just any space that you don't belong. I wanted to comment as well on him actually taking care of Selom, the doing the like wiping him down thing, because which is, oh my god, that is such a trope in BLs. I just have to mention, like, this whole idea of giving them a sponge bath. Like it's I literally had a drinking game with a friend once. We watched a bunch of BLs, and like every time someone got a sponge bath, we turned it into a drinking game. Anyway, this this scene here though was like, I found it really it's like the first time it didn't feel tropey for me in like ever, forever, is because he would never have done this, anything like this for anybody before. This whole idea of this taking care of, and not only that, like giving someone a sponge, like like what other one of his friends is he giving a sponge bath to? Like seriously.
What other
Like,
friends he would have stayed up all night for to do homework? And then
I
when
know.
he was coming back with the food, like he was smiling. He was like Salome was there unconscious, feeling sick, and he's coming up back with the food, smiling because he's so happy he can be there to take care of him.
Well,
Oh
that's
no,
right. It's
we had
exactly right.
we had
He's come.
another moment when Salome was vulnerable when he started talking about the parents
Yeah,
and
that's
seeing
what
the
I
parents.
actually wrote this, and I said he's seeing him be vulnerable again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I the bit, and after that, like where he went to sort of touch him on the like hair on the head sort of thing, like you would, maybe stroke a lover or something when they were in this sort of situation, but he like stops himself. He pulls
Mhm.
himself back from that and goes back to doing the administering care, but still, but in a more like, I'm doing it because it's actually I'm taking care of you, not because I want to touch you kind of way.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just it's yeah, it's as you said, he comes back and he's so pleased with himself because he's taken such good care of him, and he's getting, having that opportunity to look after him and all the rest of it, which as we know is like right up Kang's alley when it comes to um
Salam
Salom.
on the
He
relationship.
loves being the hero and the savior, and
And he
looking
loves
after.
being the only one who can save him. The
That's
only one.
right.
The
That's
only one.
right. And so seeing the friend there is just like, yeah, he does not like that at all. And then I watched the trailer bit. I hate how Gina do
No,
like, why would you
no.
trailer? It's like literally I'm gonna watch it in, okay, 13 minutes. But normally it would be like straight after, like normally you watch it straight away afterwards. Why are you giving me a
Yeah.
trailer for something that's literally about to happen? But
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so we
No,
are going
don't
to
tell
get.
me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I haven't
Oh,
watched it.
did you watch it?
Okay.
Did you stop it? The
Yeah, of
trailer bit.
course.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to say anything then. Okay. Okay. So part 404. I have a few things to say.
I'm not going to lie, I was getting a bit frustrated with the flashbacks towards the end, especially. I mean, half of this episode feels like it was just flashbacks, especially, in the when Kang tells him, "No, I never had any feelings for you, but guilt
Yeah. But
or
you know why
whatever."
they
And
did that? They basically replayed that
several
whole thing.
seasons later, they play the same thing. I mean, oh my god, I just saw that. I remember it.
You know why they did that though, don't you? Like this is your whole theory. Like I'm like, they did it because the second time they're showing us from Salom's point of view at that stage.
Yeah,
Because the first time we see that scene, it's definitely Kang.
yeah.
And then the second time they did it, they basically, by repeating that almost exactly like kind of verbatim, and then just including sort of mainly clips of Salom like reflecting and stuff about it, they basically proved your whole theory of like this whole episode is Kang, and then now there's a little bit of Salom's point of view.
I didn't need that. I didn't need that. My theories was all right without this.
No,
Without
no,
this
but that's what I'm saying to you. That's
times
why
in a
they
row.
did it. That's why they did it. And it's the same with, I must admit, like I'm like you. I could do without all of the flashbacks. However, as I was watching it, I was thinking pretty much every single one that they're showing, especially in this part, except for maybe that whole bit where they repeated the scene, which would have been more impactful if there had actually been some like other stuff between it. Like if they had done, like if that scene had happened earlier in the episode, and then in this part in episode 4 we then had Salom like reflecting on it, then that would have probably been okay. But because it literally happened right after it happened, it was a bit like, huh? I was like, did they forget to edit this bit? No. But most of the
It
the
did
flashbacks.
not have staff to fill the episode with.
Yeah, but
Not
most of
have
the
enough.
yeah,
So
most
they just
most of the flashbacks in this bit were like to do with whatever was happening, like whatever the person was thinking about. So
yeah.
they, um, but like, I, I had something in my mind. I mean, obviously that's the obvious answer, but I mean, like very specifically. I'm just trying to think about one because I thought I wrote notes, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wrote notes. Hang on, let me just have a look at what I've got here. But yeah, like, but I'm just to go back to the beginning of it. So Kang being in the art room, um, and then like then we get Pimfar doing basically what you thought she would do, and that, which is helping them get together.
And
You know, um, and like his whole thing about, and Kang's whole thing about, like he felt guilty and he's lying to him. And it's like I love the bit where Salom says to him, "Why are you such a hero?" And I'm just like, I may have done like a little very, very, very sad little giggle at that point, because it's like because like he wants to be your hero, like, yeah. But yeah, like Salom is really brave in this episode, like full on confronting him. He's basically like, "Do you have feelings for me or not?" Like, spit it out already.
not giving him water, and
Yeah,
Cat just crumbling down because if Salam is not there, like I was expecting him to fail at the game because Salam did not
support him.
support him exactly, and I was expecting Salam to do something, to be there for him, to scream something. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's just
I wasn't
of course
expecting him to be a petty bitch and skip him with the water though. I was like, when he did that, I was just like, damn.
did not expect that either. I mean,
I was
the way he's like, what, another guilt caused
yeah,
action or whatever, because of course that's not guilt and he knows that. And
yeah, well, because it's like
yeah,
I've literally got written here about the scene in our room, Kang lying, and he knows, like, the thing. This is what I meant. So with the flashbacks, so we get the flashbacks like when he sort of like when Salom confronts him and is like, you know, um do you have any feelings for me kind of thing, and we get these flashbacks of from Kang, like Kang is remembering all these things and he's just like, no, I don't have any feelings for you at all. And like, he's lying, and he knows the flashbacks, having him like thinking about those things, we now know that he
He knows.
definitely knows he has feelings. So I thought, as I said, even though like you're like, oh, too many flashbacks, I liked those ones because to me, we now as the viewer know that he's fully aware of his feelings, and so not only is he lying to Salon, but he's also lying to himself.
No, I like
And
those. I liked those ones, but the ones where Salom was walking away and just we see Kang saying, "I don't like you." It's just guilt. I think that was a bit too much.
yeah,
The
and then
kids
we
in the
had,
same seconds after
oh,
it
well, I
happened.
agree because it happened straight after, and then of course we had at the end of that scene, the end of the repeated scene, we had rain again. I
Yeah.
wanted to
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to
Of
say
course.
something here, because he was using the umbrella,
Umbrella.
the blue umbrella, and you know how I said to you last episode that last podcast that I accidentally spoiled myself with the the trailer for this, and the person talking about the similarities between the book and whatever and what they thought was going to happen in this episode. And I said to you, obviously,
Mhm,
because I don't know, I haven't seen the episode, I haven't seen the book, read the book, whatever.
mhm.
So there's literally only one thing that happens in the book at this period of time that didn't happen in this episode. Do you want to know what it is?
What is it?
So the person who was talking about what they thought would happen in this episode, they talked about the cheerleading thing, they talked about Pimfa confessing to Salom and all the rest of it, and
Mhm.
Kang taking care of him, and um also, oh god, my I keep accidentally starting my television. And like pretty much everything, like him going home, like all of those bits and pieces, the school carnival. But the one thing that they didn't do that apparently happens in the book is when he goes to um
Spoiler alert.
yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't read the book, apparently. Yeah, stop listening now. They apparently, when he's like obviously maybe looking for things to take care of Salom, he finds the umbrella, the other umbrella from when they were
Mm.
kids, and so then
Yeah.
he then at this point knows as well that Salom is that person.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't happen, which is interesting because that's quite a big important thing, really, that reveal. So it's kind of interesting that in the book, before the kiss and the, like, I guess reciprocated confession, even though he didn't actually say anything, although clearly in the next episode he's going to, did he, like, in the book he knows who Salome is before he does that, is my understanding, from what this person said. But here he's done it without knowing, so that kind of is a pretty that's actually a pretty big plot point that's different,
I
because
like it.
obviously,
I like
yeah,
that he doesn't know. I
yeah,
like that
well,
he guided by his own feelings and experiences with
that's
Salom
right.
growing
In
up
the
with
book,
Salom.
clearly he could have been influenced by that knowledge, So in this, he doesn't know about it, or at least we don't know that he knows about it. Maybe we'll get a flashback later on of him finding the umbrella. Who fucking knows? So they do like flashbacks in this show, um, both ones we've seen and ones we haven't. So it could definitely be something that did happen, but it actually, it's, as you said, it's interesting. I like it better if he hasn't seen it. I agree with you on that. I think it'll be interesting to see. It'll be a nice, cute moment later on when it comes out, or it might be something that actually helps later on when there's drama or something. Do you know what I mean? So, um, but yeah, the
Think it's
bit.
that important?
Sorry, I don't know, but like, you know, it's well, because we know. I mean, it's been brought up. Do you know what I mean? Like they've shown it to us. They included it in the series. I suppose they could have just done it as a plot point to
A
make
way,
Salom.
yeah, but one way I can see it moving the plot forward is that if it comes up, if the umbrella is brought up, Kang will have the opportunity, like this will be the moment when Kang shares about his mother, for example, if it has
Yeah,
any
true.
tangent with the mother.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah. And I mean, they did sort of kind of bring up um Salom's parents too. So they've opened the door for a future conversation between them if they want to, where Kang actually asks him about what happened with his parents, because he's actually like he has some knowledge there now, whereas before he didn't have any. And they hadn't talked about it, like they hadn't addressed it at all, like in regards to like us as the viewers. As I said, we just kind of assumed that something could happen to them, but yeah. So, but yeah, the bit at the with the game, as you said, like when he falls, and I just thought it was so funny because
It was so dramatic.
yeah, it's like, but we had like there's
Although,
a
come
bit.
on, football is dramatic as hell.
No, but
It,
I we had like we had the scene between the teacher and Pimfar again, and
yeah,
like Pimfar using the metaphor for like her broken heart, right? And then later on we had Kang getting injured and he's clutching his leg, and he gets his support from Salom, and suddenly he's fine. He's completely fine. His heart is completely fine.
but this is
So,
funny that Salam. It's like Salam knew that Kang needs him. It's like
yeah,
he didn't give him water. He didn't want anyone like his friends or someone close to him was like when Kang fell and they were like concerned or something. And I was like, sit down, it's okay.
yeah, I
And then
got
he's
this.
like, I can handle it.
Yeah,
It's like he
he's like,
said it. Feels like he set it up. He knew it would happen. He knew Kang would need him. He knew like
well,
I don't know.
it's
It's
so
so weird.
it's so funny because you've like literally got like the friends on the field are like about to like fight kind of thing, and then it switches to the crowd, and you've got Salom and Otto and then the other friend just sitting together in the crowd, which is just hilarious. But yeah, as you said,
Yeah.
the way he stops the other friend, and he's just like, it's all right, I got this, and he's like, babe,
It's
you
so
can do it.
calm. Yeah. He knows. He knows. He knows it's gonna work. He knows what Kang needs. That's so funny.
Well,
It's so funny.
it amused me too, because what we got from when him not giving him water is that he's pissed at him. So because
Yeah.
I had a question like earlier on, like I wrote down the question when it's very, as I said, when it's very clear that Kang is lying to him and he's lying to himself. I was like, does
Mhm.
Salom realize he's lying though? Because he's really upset. So I was like, does he actually know that he lied to him then? And then
I
we get
guess
that
the
scene
answer is
where
yes.
he doesn't give him the water, and it's like he fucking knows. Like, but I love how he gives him
Really.
the support, even though he's very clearly pissed off at him and also hurt. He separates it. But and then, oh my god, it's so funny, the bit where the friends were like, oh my god, there's all these rumors about you, like getting on the team because whatever. And he's like so
Mhm.
pissed, but he doesn't give a shit about that. He's just like
Jealous.
watching Guy like touch Salom, and he's just like, I can't deal with this guy. And I loved the flashbacks with that too, because they were literally like him getting in between them and Salom, like getting between him and Salom, and he's just like, fuck this shit, and like goes and grabs him and drags him off.
And it's so funny how he just like, I don't like him, you doing that. And Salam is like, I don't give a fuck. You have to tell me that you like me first and then we
Yeah,
can
it's
talk.
just the way he's just like, the way he's like, I don't like you hanging around him, and it's like, oh my god, jealous boyfriend party of one. And
But
the
Salam is like, we're not playing this if you do not come to
yeah,
terms with your
he's like,
feelings. And, mm.
who are you to like have an opinion on, whatever. And then, oh, did I do something to
Guilty.
make you
Guilty.
feel guilty again? I loved that bit. He's just like
That's so
calling
funny.
out his
This is
bullshit like
Salam.
majorly. I also
This is
loved how
Salam from the first episodes when he was
oh yeah,
just
it's shades of old Salon for sure, like
yeah,
messing with him. Like
exactly.
even not giving him the water bottle, like that's just yeah. But and I just loved
Look
as well
how you
how
are without me.
yeah, I also just loved as
Mhm.
well how like the friends like ran after them, and then they're outside, they're going, leave him alone, and he's like, fucking shut up. And they're having this like big ass moment with the two of them outside. Like it's so funny. But I actually was like, because now we've got our, finally, I've been talking about it for what, how many, this is the six podcast episodes about the kiss. So we finally got
Mm.
our first kiss, and I love actually the way they did it, because I love how kind of I mean, I'm reading into this. I need to see another kiss to know, to make sure that I'm actually right. But the bit, like, it just, to me, I feel like Shannon played it really, really well, because it's like you could see him like the reluctance and everything, and then the acceptance. It's like he gave himself permission to trust Kang again,
Hmm.
and so and the kiss is so tentative. It's like kind of really sweet, and I'm just like ah. So yeah, I liked that. I'm curious for next week because it looks interesting. I think
Looks like it's going to be a fun episode again.
yeah, and
Not
just the
much
like
drama.
yeah, and
A
you
little bit. There has to be a little bit because, how, of course. But with Kang passing out, or what happens based on the
yeah.
trailer.
Oh well, cause
But
yeah, I think it's I think he's not used to it. Like they're using like
yeah.
a pack horse, I think, and it's like
Hmm.
really hot, and he's not used to like doing work when it's hot. He pays other people to do that for him. But we're getting the scene that you wanted essentially, and once again, also Salom calling Kang out and saying like, you've been a dick to my friends. You have to make up for that. So
Exactly.
I love that we're getting that as well. But and I also love how it looks like they're I need to see. Hey, I need to see that very last. I think it's like the second to last clip of the trailer. I need to watch it again. But it looks like all of the friends are together at a club or something.
All of them are together there.
They
And
are.
it's the same from the trailer, right? I did not see all of them there. I
I
remember
don't
at
know.
the start, it's a moment from the trailer. There's a moment in the trailer, the official trailer, where they're at the club, where they
Hang.
are at a club,
Yeah.
and I thought maybe this is when it happens. I don't
Okay.
know about
I'm
this.
not sure. I'm just. Yeah. It must be because he says let's hang out tonight, and I was trying to work out who is in this.
That's
Who
a
is there?
date.
Maybe
Are
it's
they
not
going
them.
on a date?
Yeah. It's like a date.
They're going on a date.
It's a date with their friends. Uh, so they arrive slow. Yeah, it looks like yeah. So it's his two best friends and Salom's two best friends all sitting around a table together.
Really?
Um,
I need to see that again. I need to watch it again.
yeah, I just muted my television and like went through it really slow because when I first when I saw it and I was like, did I see that correctly? Is it all of them together? Because that's kind of cute. Because it looks like obviously from the trailer, it looks like this is spearheaded by Kang because he's like, to make up for it, let's go out tonight, my shout or whatever. He's obviously
Mhm.
brought his friends along. He wants them to socialize.
Yeah.
And then the whole like it's him. He's like about our kiss. What do you think? Do you want to be my boyfriend? I'm like, no! I may have made
It's
like
fast.
weird squeaky noises again.
He is fast, but yeah, that's his
Yeah,
style.
he's just like he has zero chill. He's gone from like I can't, in his mind, I can't do this because like whatever. To okay, yep, this is happening. You just
And I guess
you have to
and I
get
guess
on board
Salom
because I need all of the access.
and I guess Salom goes back to his house if they ride in the car together. I mean, they're
Yeah,
in a car, together, and the
with the
Pinky.
figure thing. Yeah, and also it looks like they arrive at the club together as well. So, um, yeah, this is going to be interesting too now because this is their dynamic has changed and now they're going to be sharing a space essentially. So that should be interesting. I'm like,
Okay, so I think we should say the
end it.
other things we want to say for the next podcast when we have stuff to talk about.
But yeah, there were strange animal noises that were made when I watched the trailer. So we'll next week's episode should be interesting. Anyway, let's leave it at that. Well, that was fun.
At least for us, it was.
If you made it to the end, I'm not sure if we should apologize or congratulate you.
But thanks again for spending your time with us. Join us in the next podcast as we react to the next episode of Dangerous Romance.
Please check out our Twitter and Tumblr at Critically OBS for all future posting schedules.
Bye for now. I'm Mirella.
And I'm Zoe, and we'll see you next time.